Assalamu alaikum students. Subject Environmental Studies. Chapter 8 Public Facilities and My School. Now, can you tell me which public facilities are available inside and outside our home? Which of the facilities do you use? Think. We all use public services and facilities. Water supply, electricity supply, health services, education, and transport are some important public services. These services are meant for everyone. The services, the organizations that provide them, and we use ourselves are all part of a system. Our school is also a part of that system. Various facilities are available to us in our school. Similar facilities are also available outside the school. Bus, railways, postal services, telephone, fire brigade, police, banks, theatres, parks, gardens, and swimming pools. We must use these facilities responsibly. Now, whatever facilities that are provided to us mentioned above are the facilities that it is our responsibility when we are using it. We should not spoil them, or when we are using it, we should use it responsibly. Example, when we are traveling in buses or trains, we must be careful that we do not spoil the seats, or we do not dirty the place where we are sitting around. We must maintain cleanliness. So these are some of the responsibilities that we can follow in while traveling in train. If we are leaving, example I'm giving, that this when we are leaving the seats and there is no one around, we can turn off the fans. This is one of the responsibility through which we will save electricity also. Even in our houses also we can do the same, that whatever facilities, example water, electricity, if it is not necessary, we should not waste it. So the school is our world outside our house. We like our school just as we like our home. As children, or we teachers, as much as time we spend it at home, even even near around half of the time or most of the time after spending the home at home, we spend most of the time in our school. Example, if we have morning school, half day of our from the whole day till afternoon we are in school. If we have afternoon section school, from afternoon till evening we are in school. So we spend most of the time after our houses, we spend in school. Each school has its own unique identity. So what identity, unique identity or feature your school has? Yes, you all know your school, or you all have forgotten your school? From past so many days you are not going to school, right? So forgotten your school? I hope you don't. So now this is a homework for you, that you have to find what is unique feature of your school and prepare a poster of it, and you have to send it to me. Just have a glimpse what things or what facilities at times we have in our school. Yes, schools, classrooms we have. Yes, libraries, laboratories, computer lab, playgrounds, water facilities also we have in our school. Yes, washroom facilities. So these are the some facilities that we have in our school, or each you have in your school. So school is for everyone. Each child has the right to go to school and learn. This is called the right to education. According to Right to Education Act, every child between the age of 6 to 14 must go to school and complete primary education. For children with special need, the upper age limit is 18 years of age instead of 14. So the students who are specially able, special children, the ones um, who are special, example special needs, who need more attention, they are physically or mentally, they have some problem, they are special. So their limited age for upper age is 18 years instead of 14 years. Now, role of community in the development of a school. Many people and institutions help to set up a school. Many parents, past students, writers, artists, sports persons, scientists, and industrial lend a hand in the growth of a school. So, to develop a school, there are many helping hands that help in a development and the growth of school. A school is given assistance in the construction of classroom, libraries, laboratories, procedure room, procurement of sports equipment, and equipment by various sections of society. Yes, so for the development various parts, you would hear that lending or helping with all these things, example with classrooms with benches or various aid required in that, libraries with books, in laboratories various equipments are required. So these all things are needed in school, so it can be given as help also for the development of the students and for the development of school. These helping hands provides these all things to the school, which gives benefit not only to the school but also to the students. So the community has the role in the development of a school. A school can also help in development of a community or to solve a problem. In order to develop habits of cleanliness among the people, the children of a school become agents of cleanliness. Backed by school, the launches of cleanliness drive in the village, they prepared posters asking people not to spit in streets and dispose the garbage properly. So now schools give a lot. School not only helps, it gives an overall development to the community also. How you students coming to school, children coming to school, you all learn many things. Example, cleanliness, speaking politely, talking politely, learning good manners. These are the things that help you to present yourself to other people's, right? So this is the thing, and especially we can focus on cleanliness. We have cleanliness drive on 2nd of October, on the day birthday of Gandhi ji. We celebrate that day as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan Day. Yes, in India. So these all things, and we uh, other days also we learn these things like cleanliness, not to spit, not to litter here and there. These all things we learn on a regular basis. So they presented the presented street plays and convinced the residents of the importance of cleanliness. So now here we can spread message in villages. The messages are spread through street plays, presenting the skit on based on cleanliness. So through these acts, the messages are passed to the people. So this is one of the help that is being done. So it helps to people be united. All schools have a parent teacher association and a Mata Palak Sangh. Yes, parent teacher association we have, meetings we have, but now as it is lockdown and we are doing it from home, so you won't find parents coming to school. So this PTA association and Mata Palak Sangh, they bring dialogue between parent and teachers. So parents can help in various activities of school. The school respects all parents alike. We must also inform our parents about the happenings in the school. We learn with the help of both teachers and parents. Their interaction are our benefits. Now we must always remember that taking education is a fundamental right of every child. So to educate yourself, it is your right. Now what we have learned from this chapter, that we must use public services and facilities responsibly. School lend a hand to the development of the community. Every child has the right to go to the school and learn. Now we will begin with the notes. First question, fill in the blanks in that first one. We must use facilities dash. So the answer is responsibly. Second one, the school is our dash outside our house. Answer is world. Third one, the dash has a role in the development of a school. Answer is community. Moving on to the next question, answer in one sentence. Which are the important public services? Answer, important public services are water supply, electricity supply, health services, education and transport, gas supply, telephone service, etc. Second question, that is the B1. What right does each child have? Answer, each child has the right to go to school and learn. Moving on to the next question, answer in short. A question, which public services do we use? Answer, we use several public services and facilities such as water supply, electricity supply, education, transport, gas supply, telephone service, banks, etc. B question, why should school have parent teacher association or Mata Palak Sangh? Answer, the two bodies are important since they bring about a dialogue between parent and teacher. Second point, parent can help in various activities of the school. Third point, the parents learn about the happenings in the school. Fourth point, the interaction between the teacher and the parent is of great benefit to the school and the students. Write what will happen. Question A, if boys and girls are not given an equal right to education. Answer, boy will think they are superior, girls will have no education or less education. This will make them feel inferior and they will be made to do the manual work at home. We must remember that education is the fundamental right of every child. B question, if the community does not help the school. Answer, if school will not get help for its setup. School will get help from community for its growth. School will not get help from community for its growth. School will not have assistance in the construction of classroom, libraries, laboratories, and procurement room. Pro, sorry, procurement of sports equipment. If public ser- Question number C, if public services and facilities are not used responsibly. Answer, the service will not be able to work for the